Levi Hanford, also of Connecticut and only 17 when the British captured him, recalled how the inmates of Livingston's sugar house learned to prepare their meager allotment of raw pork and wormy sea biscuits. The biscuit was such as had been wet with seawater and damaged, was full of worms and moldy. It was our common practice to put water in our camp kettle, then break up the biscuit into it, skim off the worms, put in the pork, and boil it, if we had fuel, but this was allowed us only part of the time. And we could get no fuel. We ate our meat raw and our biscuits dry. Starved as we were, there was nothing in the shape of food that was rejected or was unpalatable. In late October, Hanford was transferred to the ill-named Good Intent, a transport recently converted for use as a prison ship and now riding anchor in the Hudson River. There he discovered 200 more Americans crammed below decks, starving and dying like flies. Within 2 months, half were dead. When Hanford himself felt sick, they moved him to the military hospital in the Brick Presbyterian Church, but it was no improvement. Disease and death reigned there in all their terror, he told his son many years afterwards, the scene still fresh in his mind. I have had men die by the side of me in the night, and I have seen 15 dead bodies sewn up in their blankets and laid in the corner of the yard at one time, the product of 1 24 hours, and worse, horribly worse. Every morning at 8 o'clock, the dead cart came, the bodies were put in, the men drew their rum, and the carts were driven off to the trenches. Once I was permitted to go with the guard to the place of interment, and never shall I forget the scene that I there beheld. They tumbled them into the ditch just as it happened, threw on a little dirt, and then away. I could see a hand, a foot, or part of a head, washed bare by the rains, swollen, blubbering, and falling to decay.